Hey, 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 we're doing good. We
Indeed, were.
actually invested yesterday, Farah, in Pakistan. First ever investment in Pakistan.
That's
Yeah,
wonderful. Okay.
just, just
I'm
amazing.
sure a lot of recipients are benefiting from this efforts, Marty, all over Asia. Yep.
Yeah, I
And we
think
saw so many
so.
deals of various.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And been very proud to see. Let's jump right in there today. I have got things ready. Okay, let me share the screen here. Okay. Japoligi Thiamine in Africa. Not doing so well. Needs more money, guys. Please jump
Mhm.
into our portfolio. These women are into hardware supplies and plumbing, and they need some more help in Africa. Good morning, Mona. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi, Mona.
Hi.
So let's see how things are going from today is day 5 of investing across Asia, a couple of countries we've never been in before. Nepal, yeah, Rama, this was like funded instantaneously in about 50 minutes for her grocery store. First ever investment in Nepal. In fact, the only investment that was available that day.
Mhm.
Yeah. So she is off and running, has her money, is doing her thing. And let's keep moving here to check out how we're doing. Nasim in Pakistan yesterday, Farah, uh,
Mhm.
while you were busy with reviewing 100 slide decks for the content.
Yeah, it was a lot of work, but it had to be done.
You want to
Yeah.
tell us what's going on with that, with the business pitch competition and the slide decks?
Oh yeah, it's actually a fish competition backed by the Chinese government. Actually, it's from Beijing, together working together with the local government there, and there are submissions from Southeast Asia. Uh, the submissions from all the countries around Southeast Asia. So we have around 100 pitch decks and companies vying to go into the semifinals, and we've actually chosen shortlisted 50, and today and tomorrow will be further shortlistings. So I think for the finals only 10 will make it there, and there's entries from various types of entities, from Web3, Metaverse, NFTs to agrotech, biotech, and many sorts of offerings that we see, and very interesting too. A lot of learning done, and exchange of insights and advice from both sides. So I'm really excited to be part of that exercise. Really, it's like growing your brain cells, and it becomes it becomes more expanded in terms of learning. So it's really a wonderful thing to do.
Yeah, that's what I was commenting last night was, and this morning to Dr. David in Africa. Like Farah's picking up so much because you're seeing 100 other business plans, and those are culled and cultivated, down. So it's not like the original
Yeah.
1,000 that might have been proposed. Yeah. And Mona, how did your day go today? Oh, you're muted, Mona. Yeah, you're still muted. Oh, there
Oh,
you
it
go.
went very well. We went for a tourism event by the government, and it was so
Ah,
encouraging to know the kind of proposals they are having and the kind of incentive they are giving. We met some very interesting people as well, so we'll share all of that with you, Martin.
Okay, fantastic. Big tourism event.
wonderful.
I saw Panda popped up, and she was
Yeah.
saying it. Namaste. Sa-
Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste, Panda Sarika. She also owns a hardware store with her whole family in Odisha. So, all the way on the eastern side of India. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, Panda. Let me bring back on stage that particular investment yesterday. Naseem out of Jang, Pakistan. This was a suggestion from one of our viewers. He said, "Hey, why don't you do like something in Pakistan, buddy?" And I was like, great idea because we have wonderful friends in Pakistan. And she's in the cloth trade and buys cloth at low prices and then sells it in her town. And she's got a very strong customer base. So that is always good. She was looking for 100,000 PKR and to get a greater variety of cloth. The field partner on this was the Hush Foundation, which was great. So let's take a look and see at the rest of our investments this week, how they're doing. Hanif in Turkey, awesome, 100% funded, rather fast, about 1 hour. Or Hanafe or Hanif, not sure. But in Bursa, Yana Sehir, Turkey. And she also is in the fabric and trade business. So she got 100% funded on her loan. Pretty successful this week. Please, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eye on the aquaculture. This was dedicated to Dr. Mike, our aquaculture expert in Florida. Pakwang, Pakwang 105 story. They still need your help. We only have 10 investors on this Pakwang. And they're a black tie minority women. If you do make an investment of a couple of bucks, please put a nice comment. Okay, they will take all the nice comments they can get, right? So, and this, of course, was in Vietnam. First ever loan in Vietnam. So that's kind of cool. Let's go back and see what else is going on. And then we'll jump into today's investment. Umi in Indonesia, she is moving along.
Well, that's good to know.
She is moving along. She's at 67%. She's going to make it.
Yes.
Because she's got 28 days. She's going to make it.
Okay.
Yeah, and this was a double match, 2 times match from Deloitte. Right? So
The Benting, I think. Benting.
Yeah. I think we need to give a shout out to Deloitte. Probably a favorite of Farah. I mean, they do audits, consulting, advisory, and tax services.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean that's got to be close to Farah's heart.
Please don't remind me of the tax submission.
Yeah, the time
Okay.
is winding down in America. Everybody that puts their taxes off from April 16th and gets an extension, they're up against it right now. October 16th is the deadline for extensions. So thank you so much to Deloitte for joining us and jumping in there to help. We really appreciate it. If you want to watch today's show, we are on YouTube. Or you can come into the Presents Television Network if you want to watch all our shows for Asia. We do have an Asian playlist with all of the shows there. This is actually the playlist address, but you could just come in and get the links to any of our Facebook, X, LinkedIn, YouTube, which we're streaming live on right now across all 8 channels worldwide. Just jump in there and watch to your heart's content. I think going upwards now towards 400 episodes total, Farah. So
Sorry?
I think almost 400 episodes total. Yeah. So doing good. Thank you again to Deloitte for doing the double match on Umi. She's going to make it. Let's go back and see what else is going on from this week. We had Pearl Hope in the Philippines. She was on Friday. She was our first loan, fish selling. She did go to 100% funding. So
Mhm.
loans are mighty indeed in helping people all across Asia. We still have a couple out there. I put an update this morning from Ecuador on $250,000 for the dental clinic. If you're in our international investment portfolio, you'll notice there's an update today in our Latin American committee with Patty Frudenberg. But we're very close. Look at this, 2 weeks to go, and we're almost at 80% funded for the $250,000. And this one's going to be crazy. I know this is not Asia, but I got a report and put it out on this today.
Yeah, very
5,000 people who've never been to a dentist. And look at how many lenders is on this project. 5,300 people. Woo! That's a lot.
Yep,
Yeah, here was the update this morning from Luke,
because this
right
is the
here.
impact. The impact is so big. Yeah.
Yeah. He said he was there at the Solidarity Dental Clinic in Quito. And, so he is actually a senior investment manager with Kiva. This was an update from Luke about this investment saying, hey, looking good, looking good. And
Mm-hmm.
looks like, oh gosh, Anil's back again, but actually I need to change his name. It's actually Shankar. So we had a guest yesterday of Anil, and I actually changed the name to Anil, but it said Shankar. So Shankar, what's going on?
Good. We had a great meeting today with the tourism department and interesting objectives being charted out. So there's a lot of correlation between what Manjil Associates is doing and how Gujarat tourism can benefit from that. And that's a separate work that we want to initiate. Farah, these are the things that we are doing here. So we
Mm-hmm.
will see how to collaborate and take things forward.
It's interesting. My first interaction with Gujaratis is actually my ex-boss is a Gujarati. He's the one who
Oh,
taught me. He taught me everything I know about accounting from the ground up. So
wow.
he's very very meticulous, detailed person, and you cannot leave the office without having the balance sheet balance, even very detailed. So I learned a lot from him.
That's
And my second
interesting.
experience is when I tried to source for psyllium husk when I did my own OEM product of agri product. So
Yes.
Gujarat is a big
They're very
producer
sharp. They're very
of
sharp in chartered accounting.
yes.
Yes, they make very good accountants. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. I know.
Hotels, motels, and patels.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing people. Anyone that loves hotel business has got my heart. Shankar, right before you came on, we were showcasing the portfolio and how we had done, um, this week. And so Rama had been 100% funded from Nepal, and Nasim 100% funded from Pakistan, and
Wow.
Hanafe 100% funded from Turkey. Still some work to do in Vietnam with Pakong. Did I say that correctly, Farah?
Can't really see actually the print so small.
Oh, the
Sorry.
Vietnam Pakong.
Ah, Pakwang, I think.
Pakong. Yeah,
Pakwang.
yeah. We
Mm.
we we said we seem to do pretty good with them. And then Umi is still working on Indonesia. She's very close, very close,
Mhm.
and looks like she's going to have no problem bringing it in. She's
Mhm.
got 67% funding and about a month to go, so I don't think she's going to have any problem. She's going to finish early, actually. She's going to
Actually.
finish early. Yeah. And final one was in the Philippines, 100% funded. Pearl Hope selling the fish. So that was the report, Shanker. Yeah. Any comment on this week's? We had what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 this week, and actually we had one more in Cambodia. He's down here for some reason. This is amazing today that he has already jumped up to 100% funding with his tuk-tuk truck. Yeah, this was in Cambodia. He's having a real hard time with his truck breaking down. Mang, and he's in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, and he wanted $1,000 to buy a brand new tuk-tuk truck. So these are these trucks, with the wheel on the front.
Yep, I've been on one. Mostly very popular in Thailand. Yeah.
Yes, in
Yeah.
Bangkok.
I've been there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very interesting.
Joy rides.
Yeah. So
Actually, yeah.
he wanted to buy a new one, but you'll see these, all around, even doing food.
That's an expanded tutu. That's more like a version upgrade
Yeah.
together with the story in it.
Yeah. So he wanted to buy a new truck, and it's amazing. I keep missing him, but it is amazing to see he's 100% funded. So he's already shifted into paying back mode.
Oh,
63 years old. This was done by Camrion Microfinance, one of our lenders, and they have loaned almost $7 million there in Cambodia. So, wow. Fantastic. Congratulations to Mang. He got what he wanted. His dream has come true. He was saying, like it's very difficult. His truck often needs to be repaired. It's falling apart. And he would, be able also to drive further without having to have it repaired. If he could generate more income by buying a new truck, it's just, so daunting to come up with the cash to do that. And then finally, we had a report that was put out this morning in Ecuador about the $250,000 for the dental clinic, Shanker.
yeah.
Yeah. So they're doing really good. This will be 5,000 people that go to the dentist the first time. And Luke, one of the senior financial managers, put out this updated note. He's a senior investment manager at Kiva. So that was pretty cool. And we had a note yesterday with an update from Ghana on the Moringa farm from Moringa Connect. This was $200,000. They had previously borrowed from us, and now they came back and said, we want to borrow 200 grand this time and plant 1 million Moringa trees. And they just did a report on the rain yesterday and how it's affecting them, and give us an update. So that was kind of cool to see. This was October 3rd. I'm sorry, 2 days ago. But they were talking about the end of the rainy season in Ghana. And the Moringa tree is a much needed source of income. So it's always great to get these updates. This guy, Kwame, is unbelievable. He went to MIT and graduated. And he found out on a trip to Ghana, his home people's country, about the Moringa tree and how amazing it is and its growth pattern.
Yeah, Mona's cousin had a moringa farm.
Yes.
Oh.
She would dry them and export the powder. Moringa leaves powder. She would export it.
That's right. That's right. And I may have to try this myself, but they're doing these. Let me see here. Let me share that screen. I want to share that with you of what's going on, because they're making this true Moringa oil is what they're doing and selling it. This is their product, True Moringa, for the face, hair, and body oil.
Okay.
It's 100% cold press moisturizing Moringa oil. And they said it's
This
like
is simplicity. Oh, this is a brand by one of the celebrity in Malaysia, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
Oh, really?
I think so.
But
Yeah.
moringa has got many good points. It's very
yeah.
good for health.
Oh no, the different one. It's a different one. Okay.
So
Just
this
like
is
Different person. Okay.
Marty was saying,
Kwame and Emily. They found themselves, working in Ghana. And Emily was from Harvard, and Kwame was from MIT with a degree in aerospace engineering.
oh,
And they
that's
found out about
amazing.
this moringa tree, and they were like, "Man, this is like unbelievable." Yeah, so kind of cool to see. They also have the largest solar farm in West Africa.
I like all of them
Wow.
so much in celebration.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah. So they put out this update 2 days ago about the end of the rainy season, and the 1 million trees is right down here. So that was another comment I received on Wednesday. Marty, you talking like big numbers? It's like, okay, well, it didn't seem that big to me. These guys are planting 1 million trees this time, but they're actually working on 3 million. That's 3 times as big. How do you like that?
The moringa tree is like a magic tree. Everything about the tree is great. The leaves, you can eat the flowers, you can eat the fruits, you can eat everything about the tree.
Yeah,
So that's why it's amazing.
It's just like what you sent today, Marty, on the chia seeds.
yeah, exactly. So 5,000 farmers, 3 million trees planted. They're doing great things. I'm going to shut this down here, guys. Let's go back to Kiva and where we headed today. I did want to say one thing. Shanker said, let's go into the Middle East because that is part of Asia. And so
Yeah.
that's what led us to Pakistan with the other comment from a friend that was watching the show yesterday.
Okay.
So if we follow that philosophy, you'll also notice a lot of Oceania, might
Hmm.
be considered Asia as well, especially when you get into stuff like Tonga and the Solomon Islands. I know they call this Oceania, but Fiji to me is Asia. How do you feel about that, Farah? Is Fiji Asia?
Hmm. I think they're more towards they're nearer towards New Zealand and Australia that side. So
Okay.
um yeah.
Better leave
Yeah,
them alone in
yeah,
Oceania.
Oceania. Yeah. Yeah.
Then where do you want to go in Asia today? Let's go someplace we've never gone before. We've not been to Mongolia.
Yeah. I okay.
Okay, you want to see
Let's
what's
go
going on in
there. Let's
Mongolia?
let's see what we have. Let's see what we have
Okay.
there.
We got super lucky yesterday on that loan too. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see. Looks like
Just
there's
imagine.
2 loans. That's it, just 2 loans.
Mm,
He wants to fix his car and change 4 tires. I never really am thrilled about a loan
mhm,
like that. I mean,
mhm.
I want to change my tires in my car too. Paid like $3,000 to fix my car. Maybe he's an Uber driver though. Maybe that's what he's doing for his business. He's driving.
Yeah.
Maybe we can check another country.
We could check another one. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
he
check
is.
another.
He's doing the taxi service. That's what he's doing. Okay.
Ah, let's see. Okay.
All right. He's a legitimate business. We're not here to make fun of anybody. Dr. Shazia. Hello, Dr. Shazia.
Hello, Martin and everyone.
Good to see
Hello.
you. Good to see you.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so we're going to head back then, Farah, and go back into Asia. I'll let you pick this time. These are the loans that are open today. Okay.
How about Tajikistan or Kyrgyzstan?
Kyrgyzstan or Tajikistan? Woo, Tajikistan, 1,115 loans.
Yeah,
That's
that's a lot of
that's pretty
countries in
amazing.
here.
We're going to be able to
Yeah.
engage some filters here. Okay, how about in Tajikistan? First of all, any doubles on the recommendation of a double? They're just recommending these because they're closing soon. That's the only reason. That's almost funded. Tajikistan, higher education costs. I don't see any double matches right away, Farah, but
I don't see that either.
maybe we
Or do we
better
want
do.
to? Yeah, we want to put the filter, or if not, we can do like Shankar said. We can check out Middle East as well.
Sure. Let me try here and see if there's no groups. I'd have to drop the group. Let
Mm,
me see. Keep a partner and drop the group. Go for all loans. Okay, these are all partners. Have gone through a partner. Uh, let's see if there's anything exciting in Uzbekistan.
Yeah.
Let's just we've never been to Uzbekistan either. That was Kyrgyzstan. I'm sorry, that was Tajikistan. Let's go into Kyrgyzstan and see what's going on in here. I've never been in here. This is why we're doing this, right?
right.
Asian Investment Week. Okay, these are all recommended. Let's see if there's any groups working together.
No.
Zero groups working together. Nobody wants
Yeah.
to work with one another. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Partner. Hey, man, work together, right? 63
Yeah.
loans have gone through the partner. So this is pretty interesting. Education, laptop for schoolwork, laptop for her work in the classroom, schoolwork, livestock, uh, laptop for her work as a teacher, wants to buy hay to feed her livestock. And then down here, a printer for her work as a teacher. This is very interesting to buy beehives, but also she wants to renovate her house. Looks like she does have a lot of beehives back there. She must be a bee expert. Pedigreed livestock. Let's see. High loans. What's the highest they're going here? Looks like about $3,000 is the highest they're going. 1,800, 2,800. Dairy cows to purchase cattle. Wow, that's pretty awesome. All right, did we miss any other country? Oh, that thing is so big. I've got to put this down to like 100. That's why I can't see anybody. Let me see if we're missing any other Asian country that we've not looked at. Pakistan, we did. Philippines, Vietnam, Mongolia, Indonesia again, Cambodia. We've gotten all these. If we go into the Middle East, we've never done anything in Israel or Palestine.
Israel would be interesting.
Israel?
I
Okay.
think Palestine.
Palestine? Okay, Palestine.
Palestine. Yeah.
I think Palestine needs more help than anybody, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
If we wanted to help them.
Yeah.
I know Saudi Arabia is doing fantastic work in trying to normalize relations with everybody and bring peace, to everywhere. It's just been amazing. What is he, 39-year-old king?
Oh,
His behavior in Saudi Arabia has been pretty amazing, trying to promote these peace talks. All right, let's turn on a partner here and see what we got. Higher education. Yeah, higher education's expensive. I still have student loans. I'm paying on. He wants to pay for his kids to go to school. He wants us to help him pay for his. This must be master's degree. Uh, Education, medical expenses. They got some interesting stuff in here. Maybe we better use a category over here. Farah, pick a category.
Here, can you just click it?
Oh yeah, make it a little bit bigger.
Make it bigger. Yeah.
Okay. Starting with agriculture, we have heavy loans in, but then you got arts.
Uh-huh. Do you have anything on farming or agriculture?
Agriculture, we do. Let me
Yeah.
see. Agriculture, that would get us
Check for
away from these
agriculture.
student loans and stuff. Yeah, this guy wants to buy new farm supplies in
Yeah.
Palestine.
Mm-hmm.
This guy wants to buy seed and fertilizer and pesticides, equipment. These all look pretty good, and that's working with a filter of a partner. I could try the group and see if anything happens with the group.
I don't think there's any groups. Yeah,
The
but
group, no, the
I could be
group
wrong.
is a strikeout. So just stay with all loans, and we're in agricultural sector. The other sector would be let's take a look at clothing. He wants to buy a new collection of clothes for his store. Oh, he's got a lot of money to go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then the
Mm-hmm.
other category would be
Mm-hmm.
food. We're very heavy in. What about health? Is there anything in health? This typically encompasses medicine. No, surgery, my husband's medical expenses. These are all more of a personal nature. Is there any medical treatment costs, physical therapy, surgery, treatment, surgery?
Excuse me for 1 minute.
What was that, Farah?
Sorry, I just please excuse me for 1 minute. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Water, sanitation. Nothing in water and sanitation. What do you think, Mona?
I think if there is anything related to, let's say, um, maybe agriculture is good, right?
Yeah,
Because it can help so many other people once they are good. They can grow more food for everyone.
absolutely. Let's then take a look at the amount left, see if there's anybody close in Palestine here. Yeah, seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, seeds, fertilizer. Oh, this is a repeat borrower. I like that. Do you see that this one is marked as a repeat? That means he pays his loans back.
And where do you see that he's a repeat borrower? How do you make that out?
He was marked on his, he had a little mark there that said repeat borrower.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Uh let's see if I can make it come up again. They have like this farming, agriculture, fish selling, animal sales, farming. So let's go into his profile. It's probably going to talk about it,
Okay.
but it had a little thing down there that said repeat borrower.
Mm-hmm.
And let's read his story. He's a hardworking, strong man. He's 30 years old and lives in Jericho on the West Bank. He plants different types of vegetables and sells them to the market. He went to the Palestine for credit and development to request a loan to buy seed, fertilizer, pesticide, and farm supplies for his work. Wants to increase production. Okay. So he's gone in and been approved by FATEN.
Mhm.
This looks like a good one. Let me see here. We've got people from Norway, Australia, Chicago. So if anybody wants to jump in on this, I'm going to go on ahead and let me put 25 in on this,
Mhm.
and then I'll throw an extra dollar in and drive my my current balance down to zero. But you know, I do believe I'm fixing to get a bunch of repayments, and when that kicks in, you'll notice my balance will go back up again. And as long as I stop lending, it just grows to like 80, 100, 200, 300, 400 as payments keep coming in. And by that time, maybe we'll have another investment summit. So, all right, this is ready to go. Let's complete that order for Rabi in Palestine. Yeah. And we were at a restaurant the other night, and there was a lady, we were asking her about her heritage and her family. And she said she was from El Salvador. And we were like, oh gosh, I think we've done a loan in El Salvador. So it's just amazing the connection. Yeah. And Shankar, what do you got big plans for this weekend?
Yeah.
Anything exciting planned?
For him.
For the
No,
weekend.
for you and Mona.
Well,
Any?
we usually meet our friends on a weekend, and then we kind of get to go out for a dinner or meet with other friends and try to put a program together. Mona, you have anything specific to do with any of? Palak is out of town now. She's traveling into Europe.
Yes, we are having a function, an awards night where we're going to award artisans. So that's what we're going to do on Saturday.
That is
Oh,
seventh, right?
wow.
Yeah, we've called so many people for that now. So let's see.
So
Mona,
much amazing, mashallah.
Yeah,
Mona,
you.
Wonderful.
Mona is signing on the certificate as art district.
Mm.
We just want to
Yeah.
promote the good things.
So we're gonna blast this out. I'm gonna recommend that Dr. Shazia, find me on X, crank this up for Rabbi in Jericho of Palestine. It's not all about the money. It's not all about cash. A lot of times, it's just supporting one another by sharing on social media, and that's good enough for us. And what I'd like to do in ending the week for Asia is let's see how our portfolio has been balanced a little bit more. I'm just sharing it now also on Facebook as well about Palestine. But let's take a look at what's going on and see how things turned out. We can get some graphics going here, like Shankar and I had going. I think on Tuesday we were looking at a lot of our portfolio pie charts. And I think that would be beneficial to see because we had huge gaps in our portfolio across Latin America and Asia. And it would be good to take a look and see. And if you are part of our team, um, please take time to fill out your photograph and your profile. We have 108 members on our team. But let's look at we've run our 74% female down to 63%. This was one of our goals, to more so balance and support men and women. At one point we were closing in on 80% women. It does look like we are now spreading out a lot more.
Yeah.
We never had these are all open loans, by the way, where the dot is. Now, the colored sections, we've done a lot of good work in Latin America. We never had this before, all these different countries.
Okay.
Okay.
Africa, you can see in Ghana, we're crushing it. We've got the majority of our loans in Ghana and Kenya. Actually, the most are in Ghana. So I'm very interested in doing some more work in Africa, particularly Egypt. There's 19 open loans there today, and spread it out a little bit more. But Asia, at least, look, now we're hitting Indonesia, the Philippines, never been in there before. Vietnam, first time ever. Cambodia, India, of course. Nepal, first time ever. Pakistan, first time ever. And let me see where that loan is we just did. Let's make this a little bit. Yeah, here we go here. Jordan, and now Palestine. So that's pretty good, guys. If we take a look by country or sector, we're also balancing out a lot better in our different sectors. Agriculture and food still lead the day. So I think we've done a good job this week with the Asian Investment Week, to tell you the truth, and really balanced out our portfolio a lot more. Any advice for next year's Asia Investment Week?
Well, we hope
I
we
think we
still
can
can be around
categorize.
still do this time next year, and we hope more sectors and more countries. And I also personally would like to dedicate uh, a few possible contributions to the late Datuk Munira from Malaysia. She passed away recently in September. She used to run a soup kitchen which feeds around 1,000 meals per day for so many years. And she's actually my super senior, and I would like to dedicate this to her. And that's all from my side. Thank you so much.
Yeah, bless her and the memory of her. Wow, 1,000 meals a day, huh?
Yep,
Wow.
sometimes more. And yeah, she did really good work. Yep.
Yeah. And you give somebody a bowl of soup. I've seen it to where they give you a tear of bread too. That starts to get expensive. You want to hand out 1,000 tears of bread, even a baguette. I was one day in France. People ask me why I do what I do and what is wrong with me. I'm like, I don't really know that there's anything wrong with me. But I was on my way into Notre Dame in Paris, going inside, and there was a dude in a wheelchair out there and all these beggars out there by the front door. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going in. I'm leaving. And I went looking and down the street on the left hand side of Notre Dame and found a sandwich shop. And their sandwiches there, they're like rip your teeth out. It's this big
Wow.
baguette that you bite. And
Yes.
It's very hard.
you fight with the
The bread
bread
is hard.
to rip up, like just to get a bite. It's not like sandwich bread. So, but I bought a bunch of those baguette sandwiches with lettuce and tomato, as many as I could carry. And I went back up there and I was like, you know what? The admission fee for me to get in to see this cathedral is to hand all these sandwiches out to these people. And then I went into Notre Dame to see
Wow.
one of the world's. But I mean, that's just me. Okay. That's just me. But that's like the admission to get in. So thank you guys so much for a great week and for all your dedication. I know this has been tiring. 5 days, and I've got to be up every day at like 5, 6 in the morning to pull this off.
That's what is amazing, Marty, about you.
Thank you.
You've been
Thank you,
there
Marty.
on the dot, and gained a lot, not just through Kiva, but just being with you. And these days, when I see somebody is trying to do, I take forward the Kiva out here in the streets. I saw a little child come up to an ice cream shop and he was trying to buy a small ice cream. I got him a big tub and just gave it to him. And I felt so good seeing the smile on his face, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
It is this culture that I'm getting exposed through you, Marty, that is so moving. And
Yes.
imbibing that is making my life rich.
And you know
Yes.
what? We don't need to wait until next year to do some loans. We actually triggered a bunch of Indian
Yeah.
loans prior to this just because I saw all those loans in India come up. I was like, I got to get in on these before they disappear because it is so difficult in India to get my lap to, hey man, we're calling from Gujarat. Can you guys put like 10 more loans onto my lap for Kiva? We don't want them just on my lap. We want you to proliferate it, through the algorithm to make it available on Kiva. We have maniacs on Kiva that we belong with, and they will support it. And if it's at all possible, Shankar, to get anybody like that on a show, we have featured whole groups of investors on shows, like our Puerto Rico devastation shows with restaurants and hair salons with women, and we'll feature them as a business, their whole business, whether they're artisans, they would be showing here's a mug, I just painted this, and they could be showing their stuff. And then the investment's live. It's been up for 6 days, folks. These are the best ones for us to do.
I have a few. Mona Giant and Anil, of course, the SVP, all of them
Yes.
can come as partners.
Yes.
for
Yes,
Kiva.
we want them to be as partners, and what we really wish to do is also bring in more investors who can put more money into the network. So that's the plan.
Sure. Well, absolutely. Thank you guys so much. Follow us, everybody, on the presentsnetwork.com. We thank you. Come on in, and thank you for helping us with this whole Asian Investment Week. It has been just fantastic. We really appreciate all of your help. Take care.
Thank you, Marty.
I would like to say something.
Your investment is repaid and a profit is made equals Africa's success.